Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Tiny Troopers Joint Tops. This has got to be one of the most dull twin stick shooters I've played in a significant amount of time. So the idea is that we are troopers and we are going to war in the crappiest country in the world. Unnamedstan, or whatever the hell they want to call it. Into the mouth of war. There are... how many different operations are there? Like 3 or 4? There's 3 in this campaign, and then the Spec Ops campaign there's 4. So you at least get a bunch of different missions, but... let's just continue on and explain. So, every character... and by every character, I mean every trooper. Every trooper has levels, but if they die, you lose that trooper, and you have to start leveling them up from level 1 again, which is kind of annoying. You can buy upgrades using coins. That all do different things, increase their range of fire, their rate of fire, their damage, stuff like that. You can also buy different uniforms which have different effects. Like this one gives extra HP, this one gives extra HP, this one gives a bunch of different things. So, it's all a little bit silly like that. You can also buy specialists, but I seem to have picked a mission where I can't buy any specialists. Basically, you unlock those using medals, and they let you bring along another trooper into the fray for a single mission, which lets you do extra stuff. Like, they come with free rockets, or they come with free... they come with a gigantic gun, which does a ton of damage, or something like that. Let's just go straight into the mission, shall we? Alright, it's this mission, the survival mission. Well, this will be an alright demonstration, then. So, we are a trooper. We run around, we shoot, and if we press X, we can look at the mission map. These mission areas are bloody tiny, by the way. Look at this. This is a tiny area. Absolutely mini. So we go around, pointing our gun in the relative direction of an enemy. The game locks on and lets us shoot at said enemy. They fall over. Sometimes they sound like 10-year-olds. I swear to God, that sounds like a 10-year-old, or maybe someone even younger. I don't know, but that just sounds really freaky to me, and I don't know why. So we just stand here waiting for more enemies to come, more exceedingly boring enemies in the most boring terrain imaginable. I mean, like, look at this terrain. You can't even see the bloody bullets. And of course, it's modern-day war in a desert, which is like every modern shooter ever. Oh yeah, by the way, that was the end of the level. How long was that? Like 45 seconds? A minute? The missions are shorter than this. Some missions are even shorter than this. So I finished the mission and I get a camouflage bonus because I'm wearing a specific thing that lets me get 5,000 per mission. Buy one of those immediately because... buy the Vita that lets you get money immediately after every mission because it'll pay for itself so fast. But anyway, we'll go to another mission. So yeah, now I get to take along 3 people, but no specialists still. It's annoying that I can't buy any specialists because they have some ridiculous prices. Considering they only come along for 1 mission, it's just insanely expensive to hire a bloody specialist guy. But anyway, move on to another mission. Hopefully this will let me explain or show off some of the items. I can always just buy them. I've got plenty of money to do it. Alright, so we'll just skip the cutscene, which it didn't really skip much of it anyway. So we can come up here to this button on the top left, and this lets us buy items. So I'm going to buy a grenade, a rocket launcher, or an airstrike, and an airstrike. I can even get dropped in a speed boost. This UI is terrible, by the way. It's bloody tiny. We will buy... well, yeah, we'll just buy each of these. And it just drops it in on us from the sky. So the idea is to go around and shoot the enemies. Shoot more of the enemies until they fall over and die. You can find pickups in the level. There's these dog tags here, which will give you bonus points. And there's also limited ones called medals. And medals are a really weird case because you need to actually spend medals to... oh yeah, that's a friendly. You need to spend medals to unlock shit like specialized people, like the specialized troopers. You need to spend medals to unlock them specifically, and you also need to spend medals to revive people. You can also find rocket launchers and things on the ground, like say there's one over here. Alright, so here's a building. We just tap and drag a item that we wish to use out, and it'll let us use it. Alright, so we better head south. Our next building is down there. And depending on where you drag the item is where it gets used. I don't even know why they let you buy items to get them dropped in. I swear this game feels like that it was meant for mobile devices, and I know this game did start out as a mobile device game. Let's just show off a grenade. It's about the same as the rockets, really. This game really does feel like it was designed for a mobile platform in mind. For all the weird stuff that it does. Like, it makes you want to buy a bunch of medals because you want to, you know, unlock shit. Well, I mean, like, I don't want to buy medals, but it feels like I need to buy medals to get some of the stuff unlocked or to have my troopers be revivable or something like that. But it feels like they took all the microtransactions out of the game and then just replaced, and didn't bother replacing them, like rebalancing the game to replace them. Where am I going? I'm just killing enemy infantry, I guess. So you got this map here, but all it does is just show you where one or two objectives are, and it doesn't show you where things like enemies are hiding or anything like that, so you have to wander around until you actually find them. Airstrike. We lose these items after the mission anyway, so we might as well waste them. And strangely enough, you have a button to order everyone to get down for some reason. It makes it so you take less damage from explosions, although you'd probably want to be avoiding all the damage from explosions to begin with. And that's another mission complete. You spend most of the time in this game just wandering around looking for people to shoot without actually shooting anybody. It's ridiculous. It really is. So let's just say for the point of argument that you get stuck. A mission you don't have enough coins to get through a mission to buy the supplies you need. You can't upgrade anything because, again, you don't have the coins for it. So you decide, oh man, am I going to quit now? No, you're not going to quit. Because there's zombies. You don't know. Oh. Right. You have to, god damn, you have to go and... Oh, you know what? I'm not actually going to play this game again, so screw it. I'll unlock it with medals. So, the zombie survival mode is a... Oh, man. You get the specialists from the main game, and you just have to survive as long as possible with them. You just have to survive a bunch of waves, that's all. And the more waves you finish, the more money you get. Well, it's not... Well, not... I guess it's like that. It's just... You gotta go and pick up the coins that drop off the bodies of these zombies, hint hint, in order to actually get any score. And that's kind of annoying. It's like, why can't you just give me the score right off the bat? Why do I have to wade through all the zombies in order to actually get the score that I've earned? But... And even with, like, 3 or 4 units on the screen at once, which I hope that I'll be able to show off considering how the zombie mode worked the last time I tried it. Even with 3 or 4 people on the screen at once shooting at a ton of enemies, it still isn't that engaging. It's just, it feels like exactly the same thing, except the enemy doesn't shoot back and, well, they're green. And I don't care about graphics, I care about fun gameplay, and this just isn't that fun. It's just so dull and repetitive. It really is just walk in, point right thumbstick at whatever's coming at you fastest, walk away, do it all again. I was never ever a fan of this sort of gameplay. Total Recoil not only had a more interesting set of weapons and levels, and actually felt relatively balanced towards the platform it was made for. It's a ton cheaper than this. Also, the weapons actually feel slightly better. Otherwise, these two are actually very comparable games, except Total Recoil seems to win in almost every area that's actually important. Like variety. And... well, this... and actually performance, too. Thanks, game, for actually lagging at the exact moment I needed to bring it up. This game does actually have some performance problems. It's like... sometimes it'll just stutter out of bloody nowhere. Like you saw earlier, where it'll just freeze for like half a second. It'll usually happen at some point where you really, really don't want the game to stop for half a second. It's so annoying. So yeah, Total Recoil. Performs better, has more fun weapons, feels better balanced for the platform it was actually put on. I mean, this is just the game on Vita where it's supposed to feel like it's meant for the platform. I can't imagine how the PlayStation 3 owners are going to feel to buy this. It's just, I mean, like, the game is not terrible. It's just dull and not really worth your time. And I guess that's why some people like the idea of the 4-point scale, because there are so many other games that you could be out playing, that playing a game like this just feels like more of a waste of time than anything else. I mean, like, are you engaged watching this video at all? Because I would be really surprised if you were. This is just a unbelievably dull game. I have Freedom Wars waiting for me, but I need to get all this stuff out of the way first. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is just so dull. Played it for about an hour and a half. Couldn't really stand it anymore, so I'm like, God damn it, I have to go do the video now before I go bloody insane. Also, this'll be a little bit of a dance number. Do the Tiny Troopers. I am bored as sin. God, on the other survival level, it let me have like 4 of these bloody troopers at once, and now it hasn't even given me 3. I mean, jeez. Oh, God. Damn it, I'm not gonna... Health packs! Grr. This is seriously just one of the dullest games I've had the displeasure of playing this year. Costs $7.99 on PlayStation Plus discount. It goes up to $10 next week or something. Please don't. Just avoid like the plague. Oh, there goes one of my guys. My other guy is so close to death that he ain't gonna make it. And here comes the big guy who, get this, get too close, he throws out a shockwave and everybody dies. And I get coins for how well I did. So at least you could grind them, but... God, considering the fact that you medals can be disposed of just by reviving guys over and over again, there doesn't seem to be a way to get medals other than the non-respawning versions of them in the levels. Is just... No thank you, Tiny Troopers Joint Ops. You're a somewhat bad port with your stuttering that I've noticed several times while I've been playing. That's my phone, I'll get that in a minute. It's just a bad port, guys, and it's not that entertaining to begin with. Please don't buy it. Buy Total Recoil if you need a twin-stick shooter. Or something else, anything other than this. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.